Well, howdy do y'all. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah Veda. If you don't already know, and if you do know, then groovy. Thanks for coming back. I appreciate you. So, we are going to do another, I didn't know that that was Rockabilly type video, which I now have a playlist of. This will be the fourth video in that little installment, I don't know what I'm calling it, in that vicinity. Anyway, so today we are going to talk about Cyndi Lauper, whom I love. I grew up with Cyndi Lauper. Even though I wasn't born in the 80s, I grew up like I was in the 80s because my parents were young when they had me, and yeah, they're obsessed with the 80s too. So yeah, and yeah. So we're going to talk about Cyndi Lauper and some of her roots and stuff. And I do remember, before I read some stuff, I do remember I did watch a long time ago, well, probably not too long ago, but I did watch a interview with her when, I guess it's pretty old, and VH1 was a thing, and VH1 Classic or whatever. I don't know if that's still a thing because I haven't had DirecTV or any kind of thing like that in a long time, because now everybody streams stuff, so, or has Rokus or whatever. So, but yeah, I actually watched an interview, and that's how I actually found out about who Big Mama Thornton was, because she had mentioned her, and she's like, oh, I love the blues and that type of stuff, and I was like, oh, really? And she's like, yeah, if you don't know who Big Mama Thornton is, you just need to look her up. And ever since then, like, 2011 or something like that, I love Big Mama Thornton. But yeah, so I always remembered that, and I was like, because, I want to do, this is a series, right? So, and plus it's June, plus my birthday just passed. We are very, very friendly, so... Anyways, we are going to get into some of that stuff, and does anybody, a lot of people didn't know this, I actually didn't know this, but yeah, she actually was in a band from like 1979 or something like that to 1987 or somewhere. They took a break called Blue Angel, which is completely sounds like 80s does Rockabilly. I mean, it's a little more poppy sounding. I mean, it is Cyndi Lauper, but it sounds like if Stray Cats were a lot more poppy and it's more, I guess you would say, almost like a cheesy 50s sound than it really is Rockabilly, I would say. But yeah, you should check out Blue Angel. She was in that band. That's like the first band she was ever in before she went solo. So yeah, they're really cute. I think they're cute. And plus, if you like the 80s and stuff, and you're obsessed with 50s like yours truly, then yeah, you definitely need to check out Blue Angel. So, but we're not going to get into that band. If y'all want me to do something, about them and look more into them, then please let me know. I mean, it is part of the Cyndi Lauper thing. But anyway, so we are going to start with, back in 2016, I believe, she had came out with an album called Detours, which is more country bluesy type. So yeah, because she said that she grew up, listening to Big Mama Thornton, and Patsy Cline is her biggest influence. Of course, we're talking about, I mean, Cyndi Lauper ain't no spring chicken, but she's determined that she's gonna perform or sing until she passes away. So, yeah, there is that, which I think is great. But yeah, she had come out with this album, which I'm not really familiar with either. But you should check it out, especially if you love Patsy Cline, because she does 2 covers of Patsy Cline on there. And she ended up not doing her favorite song because she felt like it just sounded better when Patsy sang it. But yeah, definitely check it out. Yeah, she does Walking After Midnight and something else. I forgot the other one. I guess I could actually pull it up, But yeah, it's definitely more of... Here we go. Yeah, Walking After Midnight. She does Funnel of Love. We all know that song. I personally like Demented Argo's version of Funnel of Love the best. But, Still a really good song, though. And she does, Hard Candy Christmas, Dolly Parton, of course. So, yeah, it's a really good, it's pretty good. I didn't listen to the whole thing, but, So anyway, now we're going to get into a little bit of, not this whole thing, but we're going to get into, some of, growing up with Patsy Cline and stuff. So, here we go. How many more times can I say that? So, basically, she worked on this with Seymour Stein for a while, and she said, yeah, you got a little country in your voice, Katie Lang said that she had a little country in her voice, but she wanted to work with Seymour, and he wanted to work with her, so they did a counterpart to Memphis Blues, stuff like that. She also actually she does have Big Mama Thornton as well, because if we know, You Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog is originally by Big Mama Thornton, not Elvis. And, I mean, she grew up, she was about 4 years old the first time she had heard Patsy Cline. I used to listen to it with her grandmother, watched her on the show, and so that was really nice. That's really cute. So, yeah, just a little piece of it, because this is a pretty long article, or a pretty long interview, I should say. At first it was a little daunting. Everything you try and do that's a little different when you people is a little daunting sometimes, but you gotta hang in there. It's like being a surfer. You're looking for that wave you're gonna ride in. And for them, they were used to playing together. The first song we did together, they were great and I sucked. I even said, I was like, well, you guys connect together great. I didn't connect at all with you. With you guys. And therefore, it ain't good, so we got to try to connect. And after that, I think it was a conscious effort to really connect to each other. I think the first song we did where we all connected was Funnel of Love, Wanda Jackson, of course. That was live. And then the next one we did that we really connected was The End of the World. After that, we kind of had a vibe. The first two were like, not really, but that's how it is. Then I went back and fixed the Patsy Cline song because I had in my head, because I was singing with her, that I would sound like her. But the truth is, I'm not going to sound like Patsy Cline. And if I did sound like Patsy Cline, that wouldn't be a bad thing. There's only one her, and I know for a fact that no matter how I try to change my voice, there's that sound that never goes away. It's just there. No matter what I sing, it's always that sound. It doesn't change. So I thought, just surrender to it. Sing what you love and make it as great as you can. Tell these stories. And so I sank into the sound of whatever sounds my voice made in that key, or whatever it could do well in certain keys, and married that. Like in Heartaches by the Number, I knew there's no way I could sing like Ray Price. Singing in that way makes me sound like I don't know who, like Ethel Merman. It's not a good idea. Or don't know how to. Just like when I tried to sing I'm Gonna Be Strong and sing it like Gene Pitney sang it, I sounded like Ethel. Not a bad thing to sound like Ethel Merman, but not in those kind of songs. I just kind of looked for what I loved, and I realized I was in a rockabilly band, so why not let them play country? But country and rockabilly is the same thing, so I did it as if I was in Blue Angel. And then I also loved singing Funnel of Love because I felt like I was back in the rockabilly band again. Wanda Jackson and Elvis Presley and Brenda Lee and the early country people, even Patsy Cline. Well, I always thought they were rockabilly. I cut my teeth as a singer when I was in band listening to them. When I started writing rockabilly, I was listening to them and all of the Sun records, and then everything old I could find. And then, so, I mean, that's really cool. So, I mean, see, there's somebody else that you may not have known that would start it off with rockabilly stuff. Because if you listen to, stuff like Girls Just Want to Have Fun or True Colors, it doesn't sound anything at all like rockabilly or bluesy or old country or anything like that. It's just complete pure 80s pop at its finest, and there's some bangers for sure. I mean, I thought it was really cool. I mean, like I said, I'll actually link the whole thing below if y'all want to read it, because it is a really good read. So anyways, I need to also learn how to, speak better when I read. Anyway, so there's that, and I hope y'all enjoyed that, and stay tuned for next month, and we will have another one. And I will leave the playlist link below. I've done Lemmy Kilmister. If you don't know and you just clicked on this, and I've done Lemmy Kilmister, I've done Drake Bell, I've done Imelda May. So, yeah, and so this will be the fourth installment. I don't know why I keep calling it an installment. But anyway, the 4th video in the series. So anyways, I do appreciate y'all for watching. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It is a free way that you can help me and my tiny ass channel. And I'm almost to 200 subscribers, y'all. Like, I've been doing this for... I just had my 3-year anniversary of YouTube. I just turned 30 last weekend. I mean, come on. Subscribe. Subscribe because... purple hair, because Care Bears, so you can't see it. And gremlins. Anyways, thank y'all, and yeah, I hope y'all have a great day, and of course, don't forget to keep it rockin'.